Welcome, everybody. So real quick, before I pass it over to Victoria, I just want to share something with you guys real quick. So this is exactly what we're going to be talking about today is how they went from 0 to 6 figures. Many of them, you guys, you're going to hear about how they mastered that 2 hour workday, what they did in their 2 hours. You're going to hear about their proven strategies, and you're going to hear this again from the top digital marketers inside our community. But real quick, I need you to screenshot this because we are not giving you any income claims. We're not saying you can do what we've done. We're just going to share with you what we have done and the benefits it's done for us. So what I want to do is I just want to pass it over, you guys, to Victoria real quick here. You guys, this is really fun because Victoria is actually moving right now. And because of her success in digital marketing is why she could afford to buy a home. So Victoria, I'll just let you take it away, my friend.
Thank you. Yes, like literally when Michelle says moving, I mean we have the movers there. I don't know if you guys can see this, but they are like moving our stuff right now. So that's why I'm in the car because it's just boxes and chaos inside the house. But yes, so my name is Victoria. I'm a busy boy mama. Okay, I've got three little boys. Two of them are special needs. One is a tiny tot tornado. My husband's active duty army, and praise the Lord, he was able to come home and like help with this. So I'm not doing it all alone. But I was the mama that always wanted to find a way to work from home so that I could make a really good income, stay home, and raise my kids, right? And I tried all the things. I tried affiliate marketing. I tried like those emails, like the clickly emails. But I did MLM, multi-level marketing, for 7 years. Tell me in the comments who has ever done any kind of network marketing. Just say me if this is you, because if so, you probably understand the amount of work that went into that, right? So I was glued to my phone doing all of the cold messaging, those like copy paste, hey girl messages, the parties, the follow ups, the recruiting, all to try to make a small fraction of somebody else's dream, right? So I was making 25 to 50% of somebody else's company, not of their company. Wow, that would be amazing. But of my own sales. And so I did that for 7 years, and I thought that that was the only way that I could work from home and still be with my kids. But in reality, I was with my kids, but I wasn't present. I was glued to my phone doing all those things. Okay. And so then I started to have my own online boutique because I wanted to have my own thing where I was making 100% profit. What happened for me was I wanted to get so far away from social media, which was why I did my own online boutique, right? But I still was not making a significant income that I could live off of. And so I was still on social media, and I saw this girl talking about how she made 40 grand in 2 months doing this digital marketing thing. And I immediately went, that sounds too good to be true. There's no way that's real because I've done network marketing for so long and I know how much work went into that, you know? And so I'm like, no, this 2 hour workday, there's no way this is real. And it's because society says you need to work more to make more. You know what I mean? And so I just kind of started digging in and I started listening and my curiosity started piquing. And I was in a position where this was a Hail Mary for us. I had not made a sale in my online boutique for 6 weeks. And I said, something's got to give. We need to make something happen. And so I dove in, and I know myself, I have a CEO mentality, right? And I'm like, I'm going to make this work. I'm going to make $1,200 a month, y'all. I went into this $1,200 a month was my goal. In my first month, I made $29,000, which is more than I've ever made in a year. By 5 months, I hit my first 6 figures. And now, oh my gosh, Michelle, I didn't tell you this. I'm 2 sales away from 400 grand. I'm like right there. And it's crazy because this summer I've been so unplugged because we've had the move and my kids are home. And I just wanted to be present. And this summer alone, while the kids were out of school, I made 75 grand, you guys. Well, I've like just kind of like hardly worked because I've learned the 2 hour process. So this is what I love so much about this program. Okay. the thing with legacy builders is it is Barney style, broken down for you step by step, where we're giving you videos every single day saying, do this on day one, this on day two, this on day three, like walking you through how to start to generate a six-figure income. You just need to have the will and the coachability and the commitment to be able to do it, because the people that are committed and are coachable, they're seeing massive success. And the other thing that I love about this is you are never alone here, because you are literally being mentored by 6 and 7 figure income earners. I relate this all the time to how many of you have ever like had to go to a job and you sit down to do your training in front of a computer, right? And so it's just like these video trainings, whereas I personally, I'm very much a hands-on person, right? And so if I have a mentor, like if the CEO of the company comes and tells me how to do my job, I'm going to learn a lot better that way than like just staring at a screen. That is the kind of mentorship that you are getting here from 6 and 7 figure income earners, teaching you how they have made that kind of income. So if you are coachable and if you are committed and able to be consistent and follow a proven process, it's proven for a reason, y'all. And this can take you from zero to hero. Like, it has literally transformed my entire life. And yeah, we're buying, like, we're moving down to a brand new construction house that we just built on a private, like, in a golf community, y'all. Like, whose life am I living? It's crazy. So yeah, that's my little story.
Oh, I love that so much. So real quick, before you go back to moving, if you could give one piece of advice to people that have never launched into the digital space, what would that one piece of advice be for them?
Oh my goodness. I'm so glad you asked this, because, and I think like so many people, especially if they had an MLM background, right? The people that have never done that, they think that anybody that is successful here comes from any kind of network marketing because they had that kind of experience. And so the biggest piece of advice that I could give anybody is plug into the training, because we have so many people who have started at zero. And so for me, even though I had that MLM background, I did everything on Facebook, but I personally wanted to learn how to market on TikTok. And so I left that following behind and I started a brand new account at zero, and I followed the training to make my six-figure income on TikTok. So my best piece of advice is just plug in, because you have all the tools and all the resources right at your fingertips. You just have to learn the marketing strategies to be able to make an income.
So good. Yes. Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing, and congratulations and 400K. Isn't that awesome? Oh my goodness. I love that. Yeah. So Daryl, you are up next now. We're going to just pass it right over to Daryl. Victoria, have fun moving. You guys, Daryl just posted in the community that he's so close to 200K. And that is from this year, you guys. How does that feel to even say that?
It's surreal. Like, literally, like, I mean, and the crazy part about it, like, I was actually I have a really nice park right up the street from me. So I was actually doing my content this morning. So I hadn't even checked anything. And I was just going through everything, and I realized that it was one that came in like 2 hours ago. And I was just like, man, this is, I mean, but just the fact of just being right there is, again, it's just a surreal moment, really, when I look back at where I come from and just what happened last year. But guys, if y'all don't know who I'm Daryl Hannah, man, I'm just so hyped up, man. Hearing Victoria say she made 400K in 1 year is just, man, it's just mind blowing, but it's so inspiring, you know, because that's the power of this. Because when I first started this program, I had seen someone say something about how they made like $600 working 2 hours a day. This was back here on January the 13th. And, you know, I reached out to them and got some information, and I saw this, watched the video, and they were talking about this community. I was asking questions, and make a long story short, I got plugged in. So I started on January the 15th. But before that, I want to give you guys a quick rundown of my background. So guys, I used to work in the automotive industry for over 20 years, welding, automotive industry overall for about 22 years, welding all together 20 years, one's job for 14. 6, 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, 105, 10 degrees in there, guys. I'm talking about losing weight like a cancer patient. I'm talking about just stress, broke, figuring out which bill I need to pay this week. Me and my wife used to sit down and determine which bill that we had to pay because we just weren't able to pay both of them. That's just how it was. And so, guys, I gave that job everything. I'm talking about I was a real company man. I was a 3-time employee of the month. I just gave a job everything. You know, that's all I knew was welding. And so they come in on a regular Tuesday. I'm at work on my line. I was a head welder over 6 people. They called me to the office, my lead and supervisor, and they had their arms crossed like this. So I knew I wasn't in to get a pay raise. I definitely knew that. So they just told me they were going into another direction and my department was leaving. Now, I want you guys to understand something. You figure if you've been at a job almost 20 years that you used to have seniority, that means that back in the day when you had seniority and something like this happened, they would let the people on the bottom go temporary or someone who's been there a couple of months. But now when you have seniority and they're cutting back, if you're at the top of the chain making the most money, you're going to be the one to get the axe because they rather train somebody and pay them little to no money. So that was me. I was unexpendable. And so they basically had to let me go. And so 3 hours after work, I caught myself in my car crying outside the gate, just trying to figure out what was going on because I didn't have any reason to think that they would let me go. I was one of the top earners there at that plant. And so I'm just in my car figuring it out. And so because of that decision, guys, I got separated. I caught myself homeless and staying in a men's Christian homeless shelter because of that, because it caught me at a bad time. No money, no emergency fund, no money in the bank. I was expecting to work that whole week because I needed that money to pay for some other bills, which that didn't happen. So I was counting checks that I hadn't even made yet. And so while I was crying and I realized this, I just told myself I just didn't want to give a job all of that time, sweat, blood, and energy. All those pats on the back I got, it really didn't mean anything. All those numbers I ran, those rates, it didn't mean anything because they just threw me out like trash. Pick up out here on Friday morning. So after that, I came into the online space, man. I knew people were making money. I just didn't know anything about it, but I knew people were making money. I came online. I did a couple things, guys. And then that's when I stumbled upon digital marketing and I seen that post and asked about the program. So and it's funny because tomorrow makes my 8th month since I joined this program because I joined on January the 15th. And guys, I'm going to tell you something right here. I'm just an old country boy from a small town of about 600. I was raised by a single parent with 13 kids in a little shotgun house. And I'm telling you, you don't have to come from money. It ain't where you're at. It's all about just where you want to go, what you want to do with your life. My mom didn't have the resources that I had access to. I joined this program, and one of the things I love best was the community. I've been a part of Facebook groups. It was nothing. The community was phenomenal. I just got plugged in, went through the training. And I knew I was on to something because I started with the copy and paste method, which is part of the 2-hour workday. But my first 2 weeks, so from January the 15th to January 31st, I made $5,000. And I had never made that working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, trading my time for money as a welder. And so make a long story short, guys, 8 months in, I'm like basically one commission away from $200,000. I hit my first 100K. And you got to think, when I joined this program, I was just like, you know what? I came in, like I was watching everybody were making them. I was like, man, this is unreal. I said, so my goal is to make 6 figures by the end of December. I gave myself a whole year, but I made 6 figures in 3.5 months, a little bit under 4 months. And that's because I didn't understand the power of social media and digital marketing. I didn't realize it was $1 billion day. And my mind couldn't grasp that. And so, guys, since then, I have just been following this blueprint. I haven't been reinventing the wheel. I've been staying plugged into the trainings. I have mastered this thing called a 2-hour workday, which is very, very important. And I tell you what, the fact that I'm like this close to being a multiple 6-figure income earner in under a year is almost surreal. But you know what, Michelle, I want to share this with you guys. This program is absolutely phenomenal. The skills that I've learned, guys, the training, the community, the support, just everything is so strategically put together. There's no gray areas, guys. It's just white and black. Like That's just what it is. But this is the best thing that I love about this. This is why I love this business. My daughter, the other day, my daughter is a senior this year. And so she has been accepted into an HBCU school in Atlanta. It's called Clark University. Now, I want you guys, and I'm not saying this to brag, guys. This is a blessing, and this is what it's all about. My daughter's going to go there for 4 years, but her first year is already paid for, and that costs $55,000. I'm able to pay that, guys, for the whole year and deal with the rest, paying for the semester as it go by. I could cry right now because that's just all I've ever wanted, because I missed out on so much time with her when she was in cheerleading, when she was doing t-ball, soccer, stuff that I never had a father-daughter dance. I missed out on all of that. And so the fact that now she's going to be 18 next month and I'm able to force out that type of income, guys, because, and this is my why. This is why I show up. That's why this program is a blessing, because I went from working 70 hours a week to make 900 a week to now, guys, making anywhere between a comfortable 25, close to 30,000 every single month. And I only work 2 hours a day, guys, just following this thing. And it's just almost surreal. And I tell people, listen, you don't reinvent the wheel. Just stay plugged into everything that we teach over here. It's not, you don't have to be smarter than a fifth grader. You just got to be coachable, be willing to commit to 2 hours a day, and stay consistent. If you can do that, guys, I'm telling you, it's unreal where this business can take you.
Oh, I love that. And that feel good though to pay for your
Oh
daughter's
my God, it's almost surreal.
Mhm.
I can't even believe it. Like,
Yeah,
but I mean, that's just what it is. I'm just so, it's just a blessing, because I could have, when I saw that post, like most of us, because a lot of times we think things are too good to be true. So we just scroll on past it. And I could have done that. I could have just did that. Right. But I'm glad that, you know, that's literally the best financial decision I've ever made, because I never made more than 70,000, 65. I've never made more than $68,000 in any year in business, online, offline, anywhere. So the fact that I'm who knows what I'm going to make by the end of this year. There's still 4.5 months left, but it's surreal, because again, you don't know what you don't know. And that's the power of digital marketing, having a system that you're getting 100% of the commission on, and having a blueprint, guys, that's straight and narrow. If you just follow it, and stay consistent and just show up and stay plugged in, it's going to be hard for you to lose.
So somebody had asked in the comments, what do you sell?
Oh, guys, I don't even like that word selling, because it sounds aggressive. But what we do, we promote 4 digital training programs where you can earn 100% commission. And what these digital training programs do is that they teach people and equip them with the skills to be able to learn strategies that you're going to need to build a successful online business, which is marketing, which is knowing how to attract customers and how to build an email list, other forms of recurring income stream, build a brand, develop the like, know, and trust factor with your potential customers, because people do not join programs. They join people who they like, know, and trust. And we teach this through a method called attraction marketing, which is the most powerful and the best way to build a long-term profitable, sustainable business, guys. So that's what we do. I don't even like the word sale, because it sounds, I'm not a salesman, and so, and it just takes care of itself. All you're doing is just promoting the program, and the training shows you how to implement storytelling in your content, which is going to allow you to attract customers who want to do the same thing that you're doing. And that's going to allow you to send massive traffic back to your website, guys. And then you have a fully free automated system that basically just does all the selling, telling, and building relationships inside the emails, because they're so high converting. And they're going to convert your leads and turn them into customers. And they're going to have an opportunity to build a successful business and get equipped with the same skills, guys, that you do, that's allowing you to earn the income that you're earning.
Yes, so good. Yeah. And you guys, I will show you guys the 4 different programs he's talking about here in a minute. So thank you, Daryl. And let us
Absolutely.
know if that 200
Yes.
comes in
Oh.
during this webinar. That would be so fun.
Woo!
Oh, I love
I'm
that.
hyped.
Yes. Oh, I love that. All right. So next, you guys, I want to pass it off to Ashley and see if Ashley can share. She is a mama, and I don't know if her kids are awake, but Ashley, are you able to share, my friend?
I have one kiddo who's awake and I'm about to run out the door to grab the other two from preschool. So I've got a couple minutes, perfect timing.
Okay, perfect. Thank
So
you.
you guys, I am like Daryl is this close and Victoria is this close to all these milestones. I'm literally this close to my first six figures. I'm at $98,000 doing this, which is incredible. Like it feels insane. Like Daryl said, it feels surreal, you guys. I'm a hot mess mama. I put this in the pockets of my day. I had been in healthcare for 15 years. My oldest daughter is 5 years old. I knew nothing other than like, you go to work, you leave your kids. I had so much mom guilt. I missed the first 4 Christmases of my oldest daughter's life, and it broke my heart. But I didn't know that there was any other way. I've always been super independent, all about out there picking up overtime, climbing those ladders until I had kids. And then I was like, how in the world am I supposed to leave this tiny little baby at the daycare? Like I didn't have kids for somebody else to raise them. So my final straw was after baby number 3. I was still working full time. And it kind of just dawned on me that this isn't the American dream. Like I'm busting my butt, I'm picking up all the overtime, but I'm still drowning in debt. I'm still drowning in all this mom guilt. So what's the point? Like why? And then my last straw was my son needed a medical procedure that insurance didn't cover and I didn't have the money. I had to ask my mom to borrow money and it was the worst feeling in the world, just not being able to provide for my kids. So I vowed like right then and there, like I'll get a second job, I'll get a third job, I'll do whatever it takes. But man, wouldn't it be nice if I didn't have to do all that? Like, wouldn't it be nice to figure out some way that I could bring in some extra income? If I could find something that would literally just make me an extra $600 a month, that was going to pay my daughter's school tuition and that was going to pay my car payment, which was going to make it possible for me to cut back to part-time and be more present as a mom. So I had no idea. That was my goal, you guys. That was my goal. And honestly, I didn't have such high hopes because this was a brand new world to me. I had no experience in this. I had no idea that when I started this, that I'd be having $10,000 and $20,000 months as a stay-at-home mom. So I started this in September of last year. I've been doing this for 11 months. And it's just crazy. I started in September. I quit my job in October. I was present in December for the first Christmas since being a mom. I got to see my son's first steps. I've seen every field trip, every doctor appointment, every birthday for my kids. And I never got that before. I was working 12-hour shifts. I was sneaking out the door at 5 a.m. My husband was getting them up. He was getting my daughter off to preschool. I was lucky if I maybe got to see my kids 20 minutes a day. Like silly little things that I'm sure sound silly and little to other people are so big to me, like getting to make pancakes with my kids in the morning and just getting to chat with my daughter on her way to school or be the one to pick her up. I never got that before. So I truthfully didn't even realize like how much I was missing until I'm getting to experience it like this. I've never imagined flexibility like this was anywhere in the cards for me. And I love this when I say like flexible. Yeah, it's a 2-hour workday, but like I've got 3 kids under the age of 5. I have to split that up. So I'll listen to our daily video. They're short, they're bite sized, they're about 5 to 10 minutes long. I listen to that while I'm doing dishes in the morning. I get my husband out the door for work. I get my daughter out the door for preschool. I do dishes and I listen to our training video. Then I make a piece of content while my son's taking a nap. And then I'm about to run out the door and sit in the school pickup line and I'll make another piece of content. I make this work around the life that I want because I never again want to miss any of those moments. So I just want to like hopefully inspire you guys that myself as a person has changed so much. Yes, I've made $98,000 and it's been the biggest blessing, but I actually get to be like that hands-on mom. I can sit on the floor and be present with my kids because I'm not so stressed and overwhelmed. I'm not constantly snapping at them. I'm not nagging at my husband all the time. This has given me like something that I've never even saw in the stars for me. So you guys, just in the last 6 months alone, I've paid off $30,000 worth of debt. I paid off my Suburban 3 years early. And I just want you guys to know, like, there is somebody out there, so many people out there waiting to relate to you and your story. So don't look at other people's success and be like, oh man, it must be nice. It is nice and you deserve it. Every single one of you deserves it, to know that your time is valuable and there is a way that you can pick and choose what you do with your time and you can make that work for you. You can be present and provide and you don't have to pick between the two anymore.
Oh, I love that. And I just want to I want you to share one thing that I think is so inspiring, and that is, I love the car thing where you know, are able to literally do this business, you know, when you're in the car waiting for your children. And so you don't have to sacrifice that time.
Yeah.
Can you share that real quick before you go? Because I know you got to go, but.
Yeah, it's literally just that flexibility. I make content in the school pickup line. I literally do this. I will never again, I can confidently tell you, I will never again miss a moment. I heard about this from Victoria. I purchased from Victoria, and I told her before I started this, I'm going to see my son's first steps. And I was there, and I caught it on camera, and I sent her a video, and we laughed about it. I cried about it. Okay. But I can tell you, like, we're getting ready to go on vacation at the end of the month. And if my family says, hey, mom, we want to go down to the pool, I can literally be like, okay. And in the car on the way down there, I can make my 60-second piece of content. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to be like, oh, I have to do some office work. I'll catch up in a couple hours. This goes with me anywhere, everywhere, like literally around the life that I want.
So powerful, isn't it? So powerful. So thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. And let us know when you hit 100K. We want to celebrate with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So you guys, one thing I love about this is we are an international business. So the first few testimonies you've heard are in the United States. So what I want to do now is I want to take it over to South Africa, because you guys, we have millionaires in rand money in South Africa. So Lizelle, are you with us, my friend? I would love you to share your story. Are you with us? I thought I saw her. Hold on, let me try again. Yeah, try again, my friend. You should be able to unmute.
There we go. Hi.
There you are. Oh, you look beautiful. I love that color.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, it's so inspiring to hear the stories. And every time when someone tells their story, it just tugs onto my heart as a mother. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lizelle. I'm from South Africa. And just about 7 months ago, I was sitting right there where you are sitting right now, depressed, not wanting to get up in the morning. I was already working in my beauty salon, which I started because I wanted to be flexible. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to be in control of my own time. But I ended up working so much because I needed more money. And when I needed more money, I needed to book more clients. So at the end of the day, I was missing out on my kids growing up. I was getting home at night, not having time for anyone because I was peopled out. Now, if you have been in customer service or if you had clients, you will know what that means. You are peopled out. You don't have time or energy for anyone else. And I remember my daughter coming home the one day. Now, think about it. I was working extremely hard. And put in the comments there, if you are working hard, has working hard ever made you rich? Because I can tell you, I have worked my butt off in my life. I've always been a hard worker, and it was just never enough. And the point in my life came last year when my daughter came. I'm a mother of 3 daughters, and she came after school and she gave me a letter from the school that she already wrote, and that the school wrote, and she read it. And the school said, you are not allowed to bring your child back to school if you don't pay up the school fees. Now that day, I went home and I locked the door and I cried in my pillow. Oh man, I get so emotional. Sorry. And no one was seeing me crying in the pillow because I was just asking the question, when is this going to stop? When is the surviving going to stop? When can I just have a life with my children and just enjoy it? Life cannot be this hard. And I remember this opportunity found me. I actually didn't go looking for it. It found me. I had this woman coming to my beauty salon the one day. She spent over 13,000 on her face. And I was like, hey, what do you do for a living? I live in a small town. That's big money. And she was like, okay, she does digital marketing. And I remember asking her, what is it? And I went and I Googled about it. What she didn't know was I was desperate for change. I was so ready. I was just not willing to go work for a boss anymore because I also know what it stole from me. I missed my child's little one's first concert. She didn't have a mommy with her because I had to get onto a plane to Johannesburg for business. I've missed out on a lot, and I was done missing out on life. I was done living by the breadline. So I attended a webinar much like you are today, and I attended this webinar, and I remember hearing people telling me the amount of money they were making. And I was sitting there saying to myself, if they can do it, I can do it. But $1 million sounded just too good to be true for me. So I gave myself a target, and I said, if I can just make 20,000 Rand a month, then I would be happy. Now, 20,000 Rand a month is about $1,200. That's what I wanted to make a month, because in my mind, I was going to still be in my beauty salon, still working, and do this part-time, because I was so desperate for change. 5 weeks in, I completely left my beauty salon business because I knew then what I found. I found finally a way to work smarter, not harder. I mastered a 2-hour workday. I made 1 million South African Rand in less than 6 months. I'm standing at 1.6 million, 30,000. I am so close to 2 million this year. This is what I've made this year. I am making more in a day than I did a month in my beauty salon. You can come up with so many excuses that you're sitting right there. But let me ask you this. How desperate are you for change? Because change is a click away, literally. I had no idea what digital marketing was. I had no idea what I was in for. And I remember saying to myself, I know myself. I'm a hard worker. If I follow this step-by-step system that everyone's talking about, and it doesn't work, then there's something wrong with the system. Now, let me tell you, this lady sitting in front of you, Michelle O'Neill, she told us that this system is proven to work and it converts 50%, and she gave us all analytics. I'm proof of telling you that it 100% happened exactly the way she explained it. If you are willing to follow a step-by-step system and get out of your own way of feeling insecure, feeling that maybe it's not for you, or always looking at your past, thinking that that's just the way life is. I'm here to tell you, you can change your generational wealth. You can change that generational struggle that you've been struggling with. You can change your future. It takes one person to put in the work to change everyone's life, and it will touch your family and your children's life. Thank you so much.
So, question for you, and congratulations on all your success. Didn't you just make a purchase?
I did. We bought, guys, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I wish I had time to tell you all this story. When we moved after COVID, we moved into a house that I didn't want to move in. At night, I had to take bed sheets to cover the windows because I couldn't afford curtains. That is how bad it was. And I was so shy about our situation that I didn't tell anyone about it. I didn't go visit anyone, didn't want anyone to come visit me. And left, right, and center, people were buying houses. They were living it all up. And here I am struggling. And since we started this business just about a couple of weeks ago, we bought our dream house on the water in the marina. We have a boat over there. I have to pinch myself daily that this is my life right now. So you can just imagine, this is why we're so passionate about it, because once you feel and experience this freedom, you cannot help but want everyone to know about it, especially if you have been struggling, you know how it feels.
I love that. I'm so proud of you, and congratulations. I love to see what's going on in South Africa. And this is just, you think about it. Like, I created a piece of content one day. I got pushed to South Africa, and Cecilia's seen it. And now look how South Africa is just exploding and all the lives that are changing. So thank you for being you and for being an amazing part of our community. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much. I say to Cecilia, she's got a lot of babies now because she was the first millionaire in South Africa. And the ones are coming up. The 7th millionaire is on tonight. Her name is Nombelo. She is on, and we are really changing South Africa's whole footprint over here. So when the time is ready, she will be happy to share as well.
Yes, we are going to have her share tonight. And I got to share something with you guys, because Cecilia messaged me and she thanked me because she can't be on tonight, you guys. So I'm going to get emotional, because this is why we do this, because she's with her daughter at school and she couldn't do that before. And you guys, this is what we're talking about. Like money is just the byproduct to give that life. And that's why she thanked me, because I showed up on social media. She discovered it and now she gets to live her life. And that's why we absolutely love this. So with that being said, I'm going to pass it. We'll come back to United States real quick here. And Jessica, are you with us, my friend?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
Yay. Hi. Thank you so much. So my story is way different. And I'm a little slower pace kind of girl, but I live in West Virginia. I literally thought digital marketing was some scam that somebody made up. So I'm a skeptic. I have sold products for other people since I was 18. Since I was in high school, I started selling Pampered Chef when I was in high school. Raise your hand if you're an MLM person. You've sold them. I've done it. I did it my whole life. Okay. So when I started looking at other ways to make money online, I had all these pre-thoughts, like preconceived notions or whatever. Like you had to have a big following, you had to be an influencer. It's a joke. Like my whole life, I would ship a product to somebody and they would touch it and they would use it and they would like it, and they would buy more. So I just didn't think it was real. And I thought you had to shake your booty on TikTok to make money. So I thought it was like Michelle says all the time, but I did too. I'm like, I'm not dancing on TikTok. I don't want to make money that bad. Right. So, I just kept watching and I'm like, I don't know. So I kept seeing Michelle and I'm like, I think I could do that. Right. I could do that. So I did it and I made 100K in 6 months. And that blows my mind. And I'm not fancy. Like I'm the mom that doesn't like wash her hair every day, doesn't brush her teeth till 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Like, wears the same sweatshirt for a week. Like I stay at home and I homeschool and like, being on my phone is not a priority, but we've lived payday to payday our entire life. And we had thousands of dollars of credit card debt because we put groceries and gasoline and birthday presents on a credit card. It's not glorious, but that's how I've lived my whole life. And my husband worked 12-hour shifts and we would still put life on a credit card. So life is hard and life is expensive. And for me to physically think of taking something and buying something, which $900 scared me to death, but then you help other people and you make $900 a day from one person and you're not on your phone. So I purchased, and the lady I purchased from decided that this wasn't her thing. So like, I didn't have somebody to say, hey, where did you find that video? Or, hey, where can you get on the Zoom? Or, hey, what should I do? What should my name be? How does my video look? I didn't have that. I had that blonde lady right there. And every single day she gives us a video and every single day she pours into us, or there's a Zoom 4 to 5 times a week, or there's tech help. Like you learn from somebody else that's making millions of dollars and you just plug in and listen. And the whole concept was foreign to me until I made my first sale. And I'm like, holy crap, that lady knows what she's talking about. And then you continue to listen and you catch the fever. So I just challenge you, if you're still here after all of these testimonies, to kind of take a step back, because I watched a webinar like this and 8 months, I didn't do anything. I sat and watched. And I thought, I'm not real pretty. I'm not real fancy. I don't have a following. I don't know what a domain is. I don't have a website. Like all of these things that these people would talk about, she did for me. She taught me. She showed me in a video or gave me for free. Like and I say it on my lives every day, but a millionaire gives me a video every day for free and tells me how she's making millions of dollars. It's a no-brainer. And for me, I want to be a testimony for Christ. And I'm working too. I was so desperately worried that I couldn't be what Christ wanted me to be on TikTok. You get these thoughts in your head. And if you've ever been on one of my lives, I'm talking about Jesus more now than I ever have in my entire life. So whatever thing that you have here that you think you can't be on the internet, or you can't make money online, or you can't change your path, you're wrong, because you can. And this sweet lady has created this and she teaches us and she pours into us every day, but she does exactly what we do right alongside of us. She's not getting money from us every day. She's pouring into us because she cares and loves us every single day and does exactly what we do together. So step out of the box. And, that place we put ourselves in, that we have to work, and maybe just be open-minded to some of us, like real people that are changing our life, because I'm telling you, it'll change your life.
So in the comments, somebody said, so you're selling a program over and over. What is your comments to that?
I love when people ask that, because I bought 5 other digital marketing courses. I watched Michelle's webinar, and for 8 months, I bought all the things, all the shiny things, because I wanted to figure out what was best. So most digital marketing courses are pre-made videos that you can download to your phone, that you can just say, here you go, have a nice day. But they don't teach you anything. If you have a college degree, if you've ever took a class to learn how to sew or cut hair, somebody taught you how to do that. I bought a class. I did not buy a digital marketing course. And this is a living, breathing class. And if you can't do this, or if you have a product or something happens, Michelle, and you can't, I know that I could go out and make money online because of what Michelle and you has taught me. It's not a course to resell a course. It's a way to teach you how to make money online from all platforms and all the ways, all the things. So there are courses to sell courses, and that's all you do. But this is a community and a class that teaches you how to make money online.
Love it. So what would be your biggest tip for people looking to launch into the digital space?
Don't let fear stand in your way. There's billions of people in the world and on social media, and people are so afraid. You're afraid of the money. You're afraid of what people will think of you. Well, you can make more money every day. You can't let the fear of that. How long are you going to stay broken? How long are you going to stay where you don't have any money? How long are you going to live payday to payday and sit around and complain? The fear of failure is real, and we worry about what other people would think, or we worry about making that investment. But yet, if your TV broke or your phone broke, you'd go put it on a credit card, or you'd go call AT&T and get a payment plan for a brand new smartphone. But you won't invest in a living, breathing class that pours into you every day with no monthly fee to teach you how to make that back in a day. Don't let that fear stand in your way.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I loved about the program. And I know that's a lot of people are asking, what is it? So I'm going to show you guys real quick, but that's what I loved about it, Jessica, because I didn't know how to automate my business. I didn't know how to use social media. I was trading time for dollars. I was having to DM people in network marketing to make money. I didn't know how to build an email list. I didn't know how to build a brand. I didn't know how to automate my business. And that's what I love. And that's, it taught me that. And so you guys, if you don't know how to do any of that, you'll love this, because you can learn and earn at the exact same time. And with it being a digital program, you guys, you're global. You can sell to anybody all over the world. So thank you, Jessica, so much for sharing. And I'm going to share my screen real quick. You guys, I'm having to do this kind of crazy because I had to get on, stream, YouTube a little crazy way today. So I got a lot going on right now, but let me go down to it. My slide here, we'll find out. I just want to cover it with you guys real quick, okay? But the main goal of this webinar today was for you guys to hear strategies from 6-figure income earners. And that's exactly what you've been hearing, because you guys, guess what? It doesn't matter if you have something to sell if you don't know how to market, right? That's the thing. That's where people get so caught up on, I'm going to market this lip gloss. Well, if you market a lip gloss, you're going to make $9 on a lip gloss. That means you would need 100 customers to make $900. I love the fact that when we sell a legacy builder program, we make $900. If somebody buys our digital mastery, we make $600. If somebody buys our passive daily pay blueprint, we make $300. If somebody purchases the launch pad, we make $100. Do you guys realize if you just got one customer a day on each of them, that is $1,900 a day you could make. And you can do it all through automation. So what happens when you purchase, you get immediate access to our community that has over 34,800 people inside our community. And this is some of the additional training that you get. That's the daily videos that Jessica was talking to you about that you get every day to equip you with what you need with skills and strategies so you, my friend, can reach your goals. We have a content vault that gives you content ideas. We have additional social media training. You get training of how the community members hit 6 figures in 6 months. And then here is our program that you get. It literally walks you through. You're going to have a clear understanding of what passive income is. You're going to have a clear understanding of how you can make 100% profit off of digital products and programs. And when you get started today in the program, you are also going to get some additional bonuses. You're going to get Canva crash course where you can create all your content inside Canva. You're also going to get the 30-day market strategy growth plan. This is literally the strategies that I followed from going from 0 followers to making 6 figures. You're going to get how to launch your own business using master resale rights, which that is showing you how to make 100% profit. Think about this. If you're going to launch an online business, no matter what you do, you have to have something to sell. Do you want to sell something and make 25% profit, or do you want to sell something and make 100% profit? You're also going to get 200 digital product ideas because maybe you want to launch your own product, service, or program. You're going to get the mindset, message, and marketing to your first $1 million. And if you want to launch your business with an invisible brand where you're not talking on video, we have your Invisible Empire training. So again, you get all of those additional bonuses. And with the Legacy Builder program, you get all of that for only $900. And that comes with immediate 4 income streams. And that is what I love, because I was like, okay, so I'm going to purchase a program to learn, but I can be learning and earning at the exact same time. Now, if that is not in your budget or in your goals and dreams, we have a $600 digital mastery you can purchase, or we have a $300 passive daily pay blueprint, or a $100 launch pad. Okay, so there's 4 different products that you can pick from. Now, all you have to do if you're ready to get started is just get back with the person that invited you. They actually sent you an email. And if you go to the very bottom of that email, you can see a PS inside of there. And that will show you exactly all of the products, and they can answer any questions that you have, okay? But what I want to do is, we have more testimonials. I want to take it back to Tim. And here's the reason why, you guys, I want Tim to share next, because Tim had no experience in the digital space. He was actually from the corporate world and was laid off at his job. And so this was brand new territory to him. So I'm going to have him share his story and what his income is at from going from knowing nothing to launching his first digital marketing business. So Tim, are you with us?
Hey guys, how are you? I'm
Hello.
elated to be here. Yeah, my story is not even what you heard earlier. Okay, that's normal people. Because this is not normal in any way, shape, or form. My name is Tim Hess. I have a beautiful 5 beautiful kids, been married, going to be 32 years come September 16th this year. And I've been in corporate America in a top 50 retail company and helped that company go from 300 retail stores in a category to 1,000 stores. So I'm not the dad that stays home. I'm not the dad that is, like listen to these moms and all these stories, but that's part of life as well. I think one of the most attractive things that I saw about this business, working 2-3 hours a day, was simply that I could grow a business. It is automated. You may not, if I always say, like, when I talk about automation, think of Amazon. I didn't have to worry about when you buy something from Amazon, you don't call anybody, do you? When you purchase, you don't call to make that purchase. One of the biggest things is in my role in corporate America, growing 300 to 1,000 stores. One of the biggest things we worried about was automation, the process, how do we do things? And that was really my role. However, let me step back a little bit. Being that company for 25 years, they came into my office and said my role had been eliminated. There was 3 feelings that came across my body that moment when they said it. The first one was, how dare you come into my office and tell me I'm not here tomorrow? I don't know whoever lost a job, but put in the comments if you ever lost a job in your whole life. Put a comment, say, me, I've lost my job. And I didn't just lose a job. Some of us been in our roles for a very long time, maybe 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years. And for me, it was a punching up. The second feeling that I had was, as it settled in, like pure shock, like pure shock. I was in a role, I was in a position that, just to give you a heads up, is I was the one that made the decisions when I had to cut back for this company. And then third was, how did you not see value in me enough to keep me on board after 25 years? Like, how did you not see value in me anymore? Like, it's all gone. So for me, I was like devastated emotionally. I could not put it together. I mean, I just helped you build a company from 300 to 1,000 stores. Are you out? I mean, this is not yeah, it was, we helped build and redesign a full automated business for this particular company, from logistics, from every piece. We wrote the standing operating platform for an extended business in 2 other countries. So when I tell you, I do not come from a background, when I hear all these stories, I'm not even close. However, when I came here, I said, after feeling that way, I was like, never again will I ever go back to another corporate job. Now I live in California. I live on a golf course. I love the golf. I love to date my wife. And that's what this business is enabling me to do. Today was a really unique day because you talk about what this really business means to me. So out of 5 kids, last year was the first year that I ever went to a first day of school. 5 kids, 25 years. And I went to the first day of school for my son starting high school last year. First time. Like, there's something wrong with that picture, guys. Second thing, today he started his 10th grade, and I was right there with him. And he's such a cool dude. He is such a cool dude. Some of you need to be your dads. I'm going to share something with you. This is my heart telling you. You need to be home. You need to really try to fight to be home and have an income coming in. You just got to learn the way. And I hope that somebody sees something in this story today that you can realize that maybe this is it for you. I just knew that I worked all that. I left California, just to give you my schedule. Sunday, I was getting ready to go to work. Monday, I flew wherever I need to in the United States. Basically flew from California to Minnesota. From Minnesota, I would fly wherever I was in the company for across the country. So to give you kind of a background of what I did every day. And I'd fly back to California Friday mornings. I did that almost 7 years. So when I tell you, for me, if you're a corporate guy, maybe you don't have that extent of that type of schedule, I can just share with you that was my life. However, I'm blessed. I'm grateful for that career. It gave me the lifestyle. My kids were able to have shoes and socks and things that they wanted. But here's the thing. Here's a reality check. My 2 oldest daughters are in their 30s, married, gave them a great wedding and all that stuff. But can I tell you, my wife is my hero because she's the one that made me look good in front of them when I couldn't show up at the events. See, there's some of you that have a wife or a husband at home, maybe their schedules are really crazy, and you have husbands and wives that are trying to make you look like a hero. See, my kids knew they loved me, but I did not know they were so pissed at me because I wasn't there. So here's what I knew. My mind is a mind that wants to build a business. So if you're looking at building a business, then this is a great place to be, because here's why. Number one, in corporate America, we want everything to be digital. That's where it's going. Corporate America is digital in every possible way because it's the least expensive way to build a business, and it's expense, right? The second thing about it is if you can automate the business, because we automated our Fortune top 50 company. We automated this thing. And oh, here, by the way, we sold courses in our stores. We sold programs in our stores. So when everybody goes in there, goes, well, what do you sell? What do you do? I'm like, yeah, no different than that retail company. They're selling them. Like, why? But here's the difference. And what you have to understand, these programs that we promote, they come with mentors. They come with live interactive programs in education, and they're always evolving. So it never stays the same. The good, the bad that's tested before it's put into the program, it gets tested and then it puts in. Now, if it doesn't work, we don't put it in the program. It's ever evolving. So that's what digital world is, and that's where the world's going. So let me tell you one of the biggest things that I love the most. I live in California. I live in a golf course, yes, and I love the golf every day. I'm a 57-year-old dad that is living a dream. So just to give you idea what this business has given me, is giving me my love to my family back. I'm there for my grandkids, which is mind-blowing. And then to sit even more, not even a year ago, I qualified for the PGA Champions Tour, which is the old man's tour, right? Never in my wildest dreams did this guy. And oh, by the way, I was on a webinar, I think, that night when I was
Yes.
apart. By the way, if you go back and look at that webinar, I fell apart. Couldn't believe I was on the webinar. Have not looked at that webinar because I was over the moon on that day. But I was able to share what this business really means. We can look at this business as, oh, we make $900 a day. Got to tell you something, $900 a day is cool. What really motivated me from my corporate perspective is the $328,000 a year potential. And if you heard other people in here, you have Victoria, that's 400,000. You have my boy in Ohio that was a welder for 14 years. He's at 200,000. You hear all these great stories. Everybody has a story. Well, I'm living a dream. I actually am going to do 4 to 6 tournaments starting October, September, and November this year. Like, don't even know where to tell you. So we can talk about all these great things about the business, but I wouldn't be able to do it if the business wasn't automated. I wouldn't be able to do it if the, I even sit here and go like, wow, I'm really doing this. Like, I'm really doing this. I think that's, life is starting at 50 years old. Well, life is just started at 55. So, and I would have never been able to do all these things because the reality is it is automated. It is a product that's in high demand. If you're a business owner, I'll simply share with you, what business doesn't need customers? Like, really, what business doesn't need customers? We used to spend hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars to attract our customers into our business. Here, you're going to learn some strategies how to attract customers without spending a penny, a dime. When we started this journey about this business, it was about starting a journey in a business where you didn't have to spend any money on a monthly basis. That the whole premise of this business, how to start this business out, is not put any money out of your pocket, just the initial investment, get set up, and there's no monthly fees. Man, that's incredible. Like, and you're able to build something. For me, what is really cool about the Legacy Builder, from me, from a business perspective, I have the 4 programs I can promote. Yep, I do that. I have business owners that are purchasing the program because they know how they need to get customers on their downtime, the night shifts, when their businesses are closed. Your automations are out there working for these businesses to get customers. Okay. So if you're a business owner looking for a business, how to attract customers to your business and make money when you're there, it's there. See, I get that. Like, that clicked in my head like there was no tomorrow. Like, if I could be asleep. So last night, I had $1,800 in sales last night, one from Ireland and one from the United States. And I was asleep at both those times when that automation was working. See, the program is in high demand. The automations is set up again, if you're a business owner, you need to make money at every chance you get. And if you can make an income while you're asleep, I don't know, that's huge. But realistically, programs in high demand. And really, I'm just, the last thing I'll talk about is I'm able to grow a business and build a business. And here's the other thing. I've been able to add income streams to my business, because here's one of the things that the Digital Legacy Builder teaches you. As you get older, it's not that we're lazy. We find out what's really important in our lives. Being 57, I just want to live every day. I just want to live. I don't want to fight to be happy. I don't want to have to worry about a bill. I don't want to have to worry about how am I going to fill my refrigerator. I know that if I don't focus on the processes that this program that we have here, all I've done is one thing. I have become so crystal clear on the program and the processes. That's how my mind works. I'm not worried about bringing milk home. I'm not going to kid you. I'm not there. I'm trying to make sure I master what it is that I need to do that allows me to get all those other things. See, I've created now 6 other income streams other than the 4. I'm a business owner. I build a company. I want to build something for me and my family that I can have a legacy. Like, I want to do that. I understand what that means to me. So is 7 income streams better than 4? Yes. So from a corporate perspective, anybody that says that, and I can automate it where it doesn't cost me any money, and the same amount of work that I do every day, which is 2 to 3 hours, and I make more money, sign me up. That makes sense to do that. Why work harder, work smarter? 57 years of age. I'm sorry, but if you're around my age group, we don't want to work harder than we have to. I grew up on a farm, learned how to work my butt off. I don't want to do that again because the body just does not move the way it does when my butt was working on that daggum farm, you know? See, a lot of you know how to work. What you need to do is plug into this system so you can learn how to have extra income streams other than the one, because you would live your life. You would create a life that you cannot even imagine. I've created, like, I don't even think Michelle knows this, but I have created something that has been incredible because I have just simply done one thing. That is my mentor. Period. End of story. Tell me what I need to do. And then I will take the skills that I have learned and the skills that I have learned through my career and implement it into this business. See, there's a lot of great people here. You're just maybe not where you want to be, and that's okay. I think you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And you're exactly supposed to be on this webinar tonight. I think you are, because there's people like us that want to do one thing for you. Whatever your goals and dreams are, we can help you get there because we believe we have one of the biggest vehicles that can allow you to receive, and get to where you need to get to. And at the end of the day, that is our goal. So I hope you see something in this, that this old guy at 57 golfing on a golf course, I'm telling you, it's heaven. It really is heaven. And my choices are just different. When you make an income, it's just different. And to have choices, that has allowed us to have as a family. So I hope you see something in this. And if you are in business and in corporate, trust me when I tell you, you can build something special here because all the tools are here. You just need to plug into them. Just be clear on that. I hope that helps, and I hope somebody sees that.
So somebody asked, is there any chance, Tim, you can tell us what you've made and how long you've been in the program?
Yeah, you know what? Oh, I didn't even get into that. Yeah, so I've been in the program. It is 17 months as of the 8th of August, 17 months. And I'm about 2 seconds away from hitting $300,000. And by the way, and here's what's really even crazy is I made no income for the first 3.5 months. Call me that corporate minded. I know what I'm doing. Don't tell me what to do. But no, believe it or not, I'm a very loud introvert. It's kind of like, that's why I was successful in corporate. I just put me in my office, leave me alone, close the door, bring my coffee, and just leave me be. I didn't ask any questions for the first 3.5 months. I asked none. I felt I could do it, but I will share something with you. Everything and all the tools that were in the program, I did follow. However, I didn't ask the questions. See, you're going to need a mentor. I did a mentoring call this past week in front of our community, and that gives me so much joy because I know that in those mentoring calls, you need them. You need them. You can't sit there and be behind the door in a closet and just, I got this, I got this, I got this. There's going to come a time that ego and pride might creep in and go like, I got this, but like, you got to ask the questions, because I was 55 at the time, and you just got to ask the question. And there's nothing cooler to see people have that aha moment. So yeah, so we're hitting that. And the crazy, I will share something with you though too. After making we just got to close that out when it comes on. Yeah, there we go. That I will share something with you, and not many people know this unless you've been in these shoes. Making $100,000 is quite easy with the right vehicle. We have the right vehicle. I will share with you, and maybe Michelle can say something to this too. Making 200,000 is just a little bit easier. It comes quicker because you know the process. $300,000 even came quicker than the first 100,000 and the 200,000. I know that these are not normal conversations for a lot of people. I know it's not. I just want to share with you, there are $100,000 earners, $200,000, $300,000, $1 million earners that want to have those conversations. Because believe it or not, if you're in that arena, all you want to do is these other earners want you to be a part of our journey, because we know it's going to impact your journey. So when we talk every day and we have our moments, we're pulling you with us. And then some of you, believe it or not, that arena is very special. And again, I'll leave it on this note, because you are who you hang around is not a joke. Okay, be very clear on that. And in this community with the 7-figure earners and the mentors, there's no competition, by the way. There's zero competition. I can't even tell you, Ashley is like, we are so for her. Like we know what it felt like to get the first 100,000. We knew what it felt. But like, she's there, you know, she's already received it. She's there, but we're probably more excited than she is, probably, because we're like, come on, baby, come on. But to think about it, we're just people know what it is. We know what it takes. And we were never going to stop. We were going through brick walls because we knew this could change the family and the direction of our family's lives. So any of us that you talk about, we made a decision. So today I challenge you to make that decision. Use our confidence, our trust in us to help you and guide you to get you there. Because at the end of the day, we're going to take people. It may as well be you. So just plug in. I mean, right, Michelle? I mean, it may as well be. You may as well do
That's
it
right.
because we're doing it. We're no different. Again, 57 years old. I don't know.
Love it. Love it.
Why
Thank
not?
you so much for sharing your story. I love it, you guys. So now what I want to do real quick is I want to take it over to Marianne. Marianne, are you with us, my friend? You
So
guys, she
you guys
retired.
obviously heard that was our thing. I think
Yeah.
hair looks good.
Tim, are you, or Marianne? Okay, you can hear me. Okay. You
I
can take
am
it
here, I
away. How
am
are you
here.
doing?
Good. How are you guys? Thank you, Michelle, for having me. I'm Marianne. I'm 60 years young. I am a full-time RVer traveling the US with my husband. He's 65. I can't even draw Social Security for another 2 years. Will Social Security even be here? I don't know. My story's a little different. I started in May of 2023. But I didn't get my system set up until August. And I'll tell you the first steps I took in August. I shut the TV off and I had blinders on. I dove into the training and I've just built my business up month over month. I hit 100K and I think Daryl and I are within days of each other. It may have been posted on the same day. You guys, I was in credit card debt of 50 grand. I'm a high school dropout. I was involved in Amazon FBA. I now have that 50 grand paid off. Again, I've got the blinders on. I purchased a new vehicle, not a new vehicle, a different vehicle to pull our 40-foot RV with. I've done the 40-40-40 rule, worked 40 years of my life, 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week for 40% of my retirement. If you are here, you are meant to be here. Just take action. You guys, this can change your life. At the last time I counted, I'm at 140K for 2024 now.
That is so awesome.
Yes. Put the blinders on. You can do it. If I can do it at 60, you can do it too.
So what would be your best advice to give to people close to retirement age that, you know, don't really know tech? What would be your best advice for them?
Just do it. It's the easiest to set up. Our website is built for us, and follow Michelle's training to the T and never veer off it. Never veer off it. Don't jump into the next best thing. Just stay here and put your blinders on, and it will happen for you.
Oh, I love that so much. Well, congratulations on your success. And how cool is that? Living in an RV, made 140,000 by traveling around. Like, that's truly a dream.
Yes, it is my dream.
Yes.
We're
love
going to be
that.
spending this winter in Arizona.
Oh, how fun. Well, I'm so happy for you and congratulations on your success. Love it.
Thank you, Michelle.
Now what I want to do, you guys, I'm going to take it back to South Africa real quick. Christelle is going to share, and then she's going to actually introduce you guys to the next millionaire in Rand money in South Africa. And then what we're going to do after that, we're going to have Amy come on, you guys, and she's going to really talk to you guys about how she built her business working 2 hours a day around her full-time jobs. And then we're going to open up for questions. Okay. So Christelle, are you with us, my friend?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm so well. Thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure to be here. So for you that don't know me, my name is Christelle. I am a single mom that went from broke to being a millionaire in under 6 months as a South African. I'm a single mommy. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I lost my little girl quite early in my pregnancy. My son was part of a twin, and 20 years ago, I lost my little girl. God blessed me 3 years ago when I fell pregnant again, and again it was my. So 16 years later, he blessed me with a little girl, and I believed in my whole heart that, do you know what? God didn't bless me for me to miss out on my daughter's life. And I decided I want to be a stay-at-home mommy. I want to make this work, and I want to spend as much time with her as possible. But that unfortunately comes at a price. Being a stay-at-home mommy, work from home, the only thing that I knew back then was MLMs, or I was working for 2 foreign companies, but it was hard. It was stressful. I was working from 4 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. So my dream of spending time with my little girl never materialized. Then I think again, God just grabbed in and he's like, this is not working. And I lost both my jobs at the end of August last year. Almost a year ago now. And I was searching online. I couldn't find something that was ticking my boxes, where I had an opportunity where I can earn a really decent income, where I could determine my own hours, where I can determine and I get paid what I'm worth. Then I stumbled across this, and I mean, all my prayers were answered. I prayed about this, and I got 4 confirmations that digital marketing is what I was looking for. But I had lost my jobs. I couldn't even afford my own groceries for 2 months, because at the age of 46, I was jobless. I was sitting on my couch and I couldn't even buy bread for my 2 children. My mom, as a single income household earner, was supporting her family and mine. Do you know what that feels like at the age of 46, where you think that, I was supposed to have my life figured out and it's a total mess, and I can't even do the absolute basics of buying bread, or when it was going okay, to put in fuel and buy groceries at the same time. It just didn't happen. Then the biggest miracle, digital marketing, came, and it radically changed my life. I had gone in the last 5 years from losing 2 businesses through COVID and through just wrong financial decisions, to losing 2 jobs, to the bank repossessing my car, to, like I said, in under 6 months earning my first million, in 8 months earning my second million as a South African, and I'm this close to earning my 3rd million as a South African. And I'm like, oh my word, how did this even happen? And I'm so grateful. I mean, I worked from 4 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night, earning 18,000 Rand, earning $1,000 a month. For Monday, I earned $2,300 in 12 hours. In 12 hours, I earned more than I did in 2.5 months worth of work. And I'm like, oh my word, how is this possible? And my program cost me a once-off amount. And I'm like, this is what I've been praying for. This is what's going to, specifically as a South African, take South Africa out of poverty. This is what we need. So, like I said, my mom was the angel that blessed me with this beautiful opportunity. I mean, I didn't have the money to start. My mom lent me the money. And because I had become this successful, I could buy my mom a car for her birthday a little over a month ago. For her birthday. I mean, she didn't expect it. I mean, she was driving this car that she's had for like 15 years, which she couldn't really even take for a service. She thought I was going to surprise her with a service for a car. And then my son drove in with a brand new car into her workplace. And I'm like, here's your keys. So that was one of the nicest things to be able to give back to my mom. And like Saturday, this week Saturday, we leave on holiday for the first time in 12 years. For the first time in 12 years, I get to spend a holiday with my children. I get to know my son again. My son, I've lost out on about 13 years of his life where I was trying to build businesses and trying to build a life, and I miss out on him. I suddenly get to know my son again, and he is so fun to be around. And I get to be mommy to my little girl. I can go to her gymnastics classes, and I can see how she grows. And whenever they've got a school play, I can go to the school play. We had Women's Day in South Africa last week, Friday. And the Thursday they had a little play at school, and I could be there. That is why I'm doing this, because I determine my own hours, I determine my own days, I determine how and when I work, and how my business works around me. So this has been the absolute best opportunity I've ever come across. And my heart is to just help and support and guide and be a beacon. And if I can do this as a single mom, with 0 following on TikTok, with no experience, and I could do this around a 2-year-old and be this successful, why not you? I mean, I'm one of the 7 South African millionaires, but it's not just not millionaires. There's people achieving the hugest successes within their first months, within 2 months. It is absolutely insane. This program is proven, and I literally, I've said it a couple of times. Saying thank you to Michelle is such a small word. It's like, I think there's nothing I can say to say thank you enough for what you have done for my children and for me. This is, I can't even compare my old life anymore, because there's nothing to compare. It's 2 different people. And to realize that this is my life forever. This is it's not that it's a 6 months course or a year course and it's going to expire, and my life dreams are coming true, one after the other. And it's goosebump stuff, guys. So if you're interested in this, jump. What do you have to lose? You make your money back on your first sale, then you are in profit for the rest of your life. Where have you ever seen anything as beautiful as this? So thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you so much. And I'll tell you why I love so much what we do is that video that day when you gave your mom a car and her face. That's why we do this. And it's like, oh, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. And how exciting. Your mom helped you get started, and then you paid her back by giving her car. Because how old was her car?
15 years old. 15.
Yeah. And you blessed her with a new car because digital marketing. So,
because of this, yes. And because of you.
No, it's because of you, my friend. You just coachable and plugged in. So you get all the credit. And I'm so proud of you. And I love this. Like, you know, I'm a gal in Kansas and you're in South Africa, and we've been able to build relationships all over the world. And that is just so amazing. Absolutely so amazing. So do you have somebody you want to introduce?
Yes, I would love to introduce our newest South African millionaire, Nombalisa. She is a beautiful lady that is also changing so many lives on her side. Pregnant with twins, and she got to earn her first million in under 6 months. So there's no excuse for any.
Oh, I love it. Okay, I think I got her unmuted.
Yes, I am here. Good evening. Hello, guys. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Oh my word, guys. I don't know where to start. All the time when I think of this amazing opportunity, Michelle, I just feel like, you know, I can just cry. Like literally, I just become so emotional. With me, my story is different, guys. It was the beginning of this year, 2024, and then I found out that I am pregnant. And even worse, I found out that I was pregnant with twins. And this is me, I'm unemployed. Like I'm unemployed for years. But then now I'm asking myself, okay, how am I going to raise these two little ones that are coming in? Okay, when I found it out, and then I started browsing on TikTok. I started browsing, and then eventually I saw this lady. Her name is Dee. I don't know if she's here. I saw her video on TikTok, and I saw Michelle's video as well. And then I said, you know what? This is for me. This is for me. I'm definitely doing this. Michelle, you will be amazed. For the first time in my life, I will be, because I don't have a medical aid, but it came to a point where I am now able to pay fully for me to go and give birth in a private hospital, all because of this amazing opportunity, guys, all because of this platform. And trust me, guys, it took me a whole 5 months for me to make my first £1,000,000. Right now, I am going to my second one in no time. And trust me, this year, 2024, all I want to share, guys, is that if you are coming into this amazing opportunity, have no excuse. I am heavily pregnant as we speak, but people that are following me, guys, they know I am always there putting in the work each and every single day. There was a time my kids would even say, Mommy, here's your friend, Michelle, she's live. I'm like, oh my goodness, they even recognize her, they even know her. When Dee is live, here's your friend, she's live. So I need to go and listen. I need to go and learn something new each and every single day. If I can do it in a condition that I am, trust me, nobody else. No, you will never fail. You will definitely never fail. As long as you are someone who's consistent, as long as you're someone who's coachable, you are definitely going to do this. You don't have any other excuses. I'm always telling the people that are following me that, guys, don't have any excuse. Like, literally, do not. Because this is a proven blueprint for us. So I don't know, guys. Michelle, I began to dream again, all because of you, all because of Dee, because I purchased from Dee, and it's just amazing. It's just amazing, guys. And you know, for me, it wasn't easy when I started, because I was like, okay, is there anyone from South Africa? Is there any Black person who's doing this? I'm like, of them. And eventually I'm like, okay, no, it's fine. Let me finish the study that what needs to be. Eventually started. And guys, I said I believe in myself. I believed in myself. And there was the other time where Michelle was live and she was saying, because I started using Facebook, and I was like, okay, Michelle was like, Facebook is more of a drama, sort of, né? So you must just come out of Facebook. And I was like, no. She's talking to me directly. Let me just stick to TikTok, because TikTok is doing amazing. Look at me where I am today. I made my first million, going for the second one this year, 2024. So that is all I wanted to say. No one must have any excuse, guys, regardless. So thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. We are truly blessed. Thank you so much.
When are you due?
I am due in October.
Oh, well, you look beautiful. You don't even look pregnant.
Thank you
how does
so
that
much.
feel, though, knowing that you have income coming in?
My word. It's, you know, that it come to a point where I don't believe, for us in South Africa to earn $5,000, it's something big. That's like you are earning 100,000 in rent money. So, you know, sometimes I will be earning that amount of money in a space of 3 days, and I'm asking myself, God, what are you doing? What is happening? Like, is this real me? Am I real human? Am I even pregnant? What is going on? So, especially me making the money, yes, I'm happy. But then now it is more about the people, other people that purchase from me, that I am impacting their life, because I'm impacting. Right now, I have 12 people that purchase from me that are earning 6 figures in South African rands. So it is super amazing. I am impacting life, and it's so many great things that is happening. So we're truly thankful, Michelle.
Oh, I love that. Now, somebody asked, when did you start in the program?
I heard about the opportunity. It was January this year, but I started full force. I was like, okay, I'm doing this. It was the 1st of Feb. Till today, I'm never going back.
February. So you guys, so she became a millionaire in South Africa, ran money since February. So this year, you guys, this year, that's how things can change if you're willing to be coachable and plug in. So congratulations. I absolutely love your story. And thank you for sharing. I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So we have one more story, you guys, and we're going to open up for questions. Amy, I'm going to have you just take it away and share your story. You guys, if you don't think you have enough time, wait till you hear from Amy. I'll let you take it away.
All right, guys, I am here to talk to all of you that are saying, I already work too much. I can't do something like this. If you are somebody that feels like you don't have enough time, I want to know who you are, because I'm talking to you. I was divorced, left with 3 kids to raise on my own. Single mom, 3 kids. When one job wasn't enough, very demanding one job, I got a second job. 2 jobs, 3 years straight, 18-hour days, raising kids on my own. But I got to the point where I was freaking burned out. And I was sick and tired of still struggling. So if you, my friend, are at that point in your life, you're sick of the struggle, you're burned out, and you're tired of not living your life, and you just want your time back with your family, this is absolutely for you. Because that's exactly where I was 15 months ago. Listen, I'm a little bit different. I don't know. Some people call me the unicorn of the community because I had all the cards stacked against me. But here's the deal. I wasn't even on social media. My daughter put me on TikTok so I could watch her dance. I didn't even know anything about social media, the online world, anything. And I came across Michelle. That was 15 months ago. Yes, I have earned multiple 6 figures. I have 10 active streams of income, all because of what I've learned inside of this community. It has far, far exceeded what I could ever make with those 2 jobs. I now work from home a few hours every day, and I am making up for that lost time. I know so many of us are sick of working for somebody else that don't appreciate us. We're sick of putting those jobs before our families to build their businesses and still struggle every single flipping day. Enough is enough. And see, for me, I didn't even know this existed until 15 months ago, right? But my biggest concern is I wouldn't be able to know social media, learn about the online world, because I'm not tech savvy and I wasn't on social media. I didn't even know what the flippin' plus sign was on TikTok. That's how bad it was, right? But because of this community, I learned not only all about social media, but I learned how I could bring an income in that far exceeds working 18 hours a day. Far exceeds. I have averaged anywhere from 20 to 30,000 every single month. I could have never worked that much. I would have tried, but I could have never. I've got my family back. And like Daryl was saying, I just got home from sending my daughter off to college. I was able to pay for college. I was able to buy her an apartment that I never would have been able to do. Ever, ever, ever. She doesn't have to worry about anything because of this business. You know, a year and a half ago, I cried myself to sleep every night because I was just trying to raise kids and pay the bills and have just a little bit extra. So I seen the statement earlier, it's not all about the money. No, it's not. It's about making memories. It's about getting that time back that you've lost with your families. That's what this is about. The money is just a byproduct. That's all it is. I can pay my bills. I've got extra, but the time is the most important thing. So today, I get to build my dreams. I get to travel. I get to help my children out more than I could have ever done that a year and a half ago. I am present not only for me in my life, but for my children. And I will never, ever miss another moment because of a job ever again. Ever.
Yes. Ah, I love that. So what would be your best advice for somebody working a full-time job, has family, has 55 million things going on? What is your best advice for them to get momentum with this so they can change their life?
Okay. Any spare minute that you have in your day, throughout your day, plug into a training. While you're driving, listen to a video. Listen to a Zoom. Everybody's got an extra 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. That's all I did. Wherever I could fit it in, only if it was 10 or 15 minutes, that's what I did. But please get on those Zooms. That's what they're there for, is to teach you all about social media, all about marketing, all about running your business. The automations will do their job, but it's your job to learn, to gain new skills, and we will give you that inside the community. You've got to be committed to it, and you've got to be consistent every single day. You show up for you. Yes.
Love that. Love that. So you ready to do just a little
Yeah.
bit Q&A? Okay. So you guys, if you have a question, you can raise your hand. Just go to the reaction and you can raise your hand. You do need to show your video because I like to look at you in the face when we answer your questions, and we'll do about 5 minutes of Q&A real quick here. So does anybody have any questions? And by the way, get back with the person that introduced you to this. You can, you've received an email from them. Go to the very bottom of that email and there's a PS in there. You click on that PS, it will take them directly to their website. Scroll to the very bottom of that website. It shows you exactly what is in each program. It shows you exactly about the free bonuses you get. It shows you all 4 programs, and it shows you if they offer payment plans as well. So check it out and just reply to their email and ask them any questions, okay? So if you don't have any questions being on here, that's 100% okay. Reply to that email. They would love to answer their questions. So I guess we don't have any questions.
Yeah, but no faces, no hands, no nothing. So we good.
Awesome, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us. Have an awesome day. Again, get back with the person that introduced you. Thanks everybody for sharing. It's so inspiring seeing everyday people being able to turn their life completely around. Thanks everybody. Bye. Thank you, Amy. You're awesome. Bye.